From this ghost car with a ghostly driver that passed through a fence without damaging it, and these officers who survived a dangerous assault by someone they tried to help to this prison escapee who convinced an officer he was someone else, and these ones who failed at that, here are 6 memorable moments caught on camera. Starting with this time when a car driven by a ghostly driver vanished on the highway before passing through a fence like it was air. One night, officers were patrolling a highway when they observed a car that was being driven erratically. They gave a spirited chase, intent on arresting the driver and keeping other road users safe, only for the vehicle to do something shocking. At the time, the officers thought that they had seen it all, even after catching a glimpse of the ghostly driver, but they were in for a rude shock when they made a turn to follow the car. For a moment, the car disappeared into thin air like a ghost, only to reappear and veer on the road from side to side with total disregard for any road rule. Eventually, the car uncharacteristically sticks to its lane before a sharp right turn. The car makes another turn, this time a left one, and this happens. While the ghost car left the officers baffled, this male motorist left them shaken to their core. On Tuesday, May 9th, 2023, at approximately 3 a.m., an Illinois State Police officer observed a stranded vehicle on the right shoulder of Interstate 64 and stopped to help. The officer, who was joined by another a while later, had no idea that his kindness was about to end in tragedy.
It adds.
No, moving forward.
Not all cops are bad, right? I've been very.
I know.
It's okay.
No, you've been nothing like.
And I had a herniated disc. I mean, I kind of just.
Let me go check it real quick, Brandon.
Trouble started brewing when the driver, 23-year-old Brandon Griffin, and the passenger, 31-year-old Christine Santos, initially refused to surrender their IDs. Instead, they resorted to an unnecessary back and forth with the officers before eventually agreeing. When an officer finally gets back after running Brandon's ID, all hell breaks loose.
We're done.
Stop.
No!
Brandon!
No!
Stop, Brandon!
What?
Stop. If you don't stop, I'm adding charges to you.
Charged with resistance.
You're gonna get extra charges.
Stop.
All right, Brandon, we're done. We're done.
Get your hand. Stop. Stop resisting.
Brandon, Christine, stay out of the car.
Do it.
Christine, stay out of the.
What are you doing?
Christine, stay out of the car.
Protecting me.
At some point, Brandon, who it has now emerged has a warrant out for his arrest after failing to appear in court, makes a shocking claim. Before continuing to struggle with the officers, an officer has now discharged a taser on Brandon, but not even that is about to stop what's coming.
Please, I'm begging you.
Stop.
Don't do
Christine.
this.
I can't.
We're gonna die.
No, you're not.
We
Christine,
are gonna die.
I need
They're
you back.
trying to kill us. They tried to kill us in there.
Ducoin X.
Please don't. Please.
Ducoin X83. Send additional.
Please don't.
You're gonna have to bear spray me. Stop.
Christine, get out of that car. Christine, deal with her. Christine, back up.
I was in the military. You're gonna have to shoot me. I'm not fucking going. Stop, dude. Hey,
Get him.
ow! On the ground.
Taser.
Hey, go back.
Christine, get back.
Look up him. Look up.
If you thought what Brandon did was shocking, wait until you see how this escaped convict managed to convince an officer that he was someone else. On April 5th, 2006, Officer Carl Bordelon pulled over a male, Richard Lee McNair, who was running along a railway track. Unbeknownst to him is that Richard is a murderer known for repeatedly escaping prison, this being his third time.
What is, we got an escapee.
Oh shit. Where from?
Prison. Take your glove off. Any tattoos or anything? Look it over. No, he's clean.
I'm 50 years old.
How old is your guy? You're how old?
50. I was born in 56.
He was born in 56.
Gee, I'm not no
You know the bad thing about it?
What's that?
You'll match it up to him.
Well, that sucks, doesn't it?
Yeah.
McNair has managed to stay calm and even chuckle with the officer, spewing all manner of lies, including that he was out for a jog. But even after the officer claims that McNair matches to the convict who just escaped the United States Penitentiary in Pollock, Louisiana, some 10 minutes ago, McNair is not done just yet.
Nah, when I crossed the tracks down there, I saw you running. I said, well, how lucky can I be?
No. I'm not no prison escapee.
The photo that Bordelon had provided of McNair was reportedly low quality, and McNair had done a really good job of convincing the officer that he was in town to help with some post-Hurricane Katrina repair work. And to prove that he is actually faring well, the officer says something shocking.
I promise you, I'm not no damn prison escapee.
You'd have done run by now. You know that yourself. You'd have done run by now.
No.
Yeah, just be careful. You'll probably get stopped again, okay? Don't be alarmed by it.
Border.
McNair managed to make his way into Canada, where he evaded capture until October 2007. While McNair convinced an officer he wasn't an escapee, these four failed spectacularly at that on January 17, 2023, 5 prisoners, Luwan Tucker, Aaron Sebastian, Kelly McSeen, Dakota Pace, and Michael Wilkins made a daring escape from a jail in Farmington, Missouri. They eventually stole the 2009 Scion TC from a secured parking lot and got away. 2 days later, on January 19th, Wilkins was arrested. Then, a few days later, on January 23rd, Ohio State Highway Patrol officers pulled over a car only to make a shocking discovery.
I'm on my way there. You guys can disregard unless you want him to do it. There you go, take it off.
Get it. Vehicles possibly signal forward. Bailing on foot, driver bailing on foot. Watch them.
Hey, get out!
Action 4, bail on foot. Right.
The officers had just discovered the 4 remaining escapees in the car, which caused them to flee. But these officers aren't letting them enjoy their night. Eventually, all 4 escapees were arrested. These prison escapees decided to run from the cops to avoid arrest, but this ex-convict one had something more sinister in mind.
No, not yet. Put your hands on the car.
Huh?
Put your hands on the car. On that car over there.
What's wrong?
Put your hands on the car.
What's wrong?
K-32, come over here.
As the female officer asked him to put his hands behind his back, he turned around and assaulted the officer by saying he cannot go to jail. The suspect fled the scene with his family, and thankfully one man saw the whole situation and called for help with the officer's radio. She was in a coma for 6 days after the incident. Jorge Orozco had 5 years on the robbery charge and was sentenced in 1993. Now his expected release is in 40 years. All he had to do was abide by the law. On time, he should have been in prison.
Help, officer down. Someone help, officer down.
Finally, here's why gas should always be handled with caution. These workers were just walking by the site without expecting what would happen next. The blast, caused by a gas leak that began when a construction crew hit a mislabeled gas line and forced dozens from their homes and businesses in the downtown area. This other angle shows how powerful the explosion was, as debris was projected on these police officers dozens of meters away.